Hey guys, it's Gaz. Welcome to the Warframe video. So we have about 2 weeks left in the Wolf of Saturn 6 Nightwave, and we are going to give you some more tips and tricks, also some advice on people that have lots of wolf creds. This week there are lots of good aura mods for sale in the cred offering section on the Nightwave. So if you have some wolf creds sitting around, guys, it's probably the time to cash in. We have 4 very powerful aura mods. 4 of the best ones in the entire game, actually. So we have Corrosive Projection, Deadeye, Energy Siphon, and Enemy Radar. All 4 of these are used all the time, guys, and they're really useful. Deadeye is used in Eidolon fights. Corrosive Projection used almost everywhere. Energy Siphon gives you energy regeneration as any frame as any player with no focus required. And Enemy Radar is very good in lots of game modes, which requires lots of kills per second. Mostly survival. So definitely, if you have wolf creds sitting around, guys, maybe cash in on some of these and try to sell them in the future, or just get them for yourself because they're very good mods. Now that we have that out of the way, let's get into the challenges for this week. And I spent a little bit of extra time on the video today, guys, so we have some actual graphics for all these challenges. So the first weekly we have is called Cache Hunter. Find all caches in 3 sabotage missions. One of my least favorite challenges, but we're going to try to give you some suggestions to make it go very smoothly for you. So my suggestion for this one is to, first off, turn the game music off. Go to your audio settings, turn game music off, then turn the sound effects up. Because these hidden caches in these sabotage missions, guys, they have a special sound effect. When you get close to them, you'll hear like a humming sound. You'll definitely know what I'm talking about when you get close to it. It's like a humming sound, very distinct. That means that you are close to the cache. You need to get behind the wall or wherever that thing is hidden. It is near you somewhere. Might need to shoot an explosive barrel to open like a glass wall or something like that. But that cache is near you. Loot Detector can also help you find these hidden caches in the sabotage missions. And my recommended missions for this, guys, for 1, Earth Cervantes, I find to be the easiest for me personally. But there's also Void Stribog, which is the Void sabotage mission. I've had a lot of people suggest that to me. I personally can't say that I think it's very good for speedrunning purposes, but that definitely is one that a lot of people do like for finding all the caches in. And then there's also Eris Naglar. Naglar is not the easiest mission to find all the caches in, but is one of the most rewarding because you can get the Shell Shock mod or the High Voltage mod, which are very valuable mods to have as a player, as well as pretty valuable for Platinum as well if you were to sell it to somebody. So those are my 3 suggestions. Eris Naglar used to not count, but it has been patched. It does count now for this challenge. So that is the first challenge for you. The 3 sabotages with all the caches. Good luck on that one. I do not like that challenge. Now we're going to move on to Enhance to find 8 rare mods. So the main method I usually use for this, guys, is I'll either use a Necros or like a Korra or a Hydroid to be a loot buffer in a survival mission, because in survival missions, lots of things are dying, and that's lots of chances for you to get a rare mod to drop. That's not the best method, though. The best method to do this challenge, to get 8 rare mods to drop, is to do the Index. And the reason that's a really good method is because the Index enemies have very high drop chances for these gold rare mods. So you can do like a low Index, just kill some enemies, do 1 wave, get out of there, jump back in. You should have it done in like 1 or 2 Index like sessions easily. And yeah, like I said, if you don't want to like do a specific method like that, you can just do it passively over the week. Rare mods just tend to drop if you do enough missions and kill enough stuff. So pretty straightforward challenge, but I would recommend Index or a loot buffer frame in a survival mission if you're trying to do it quickly. Let's move on to the next one. Another terrible challenge. Complete 3 mobile defense missions. So it's very simple, straightforward. It's just like mobile defense missions take a long time, guys. They usually take about 6 to 8 minutes if you're doing them as quickly as you can. Because you have to wait for those objectives to complete, and there's usually 2 to 3 of them. And if there's only 2 objectives, the objective has a longer timer than if there was 3. So it does balance out. They're usually going to be spending about 6 minutes in these missions, but there's not really a quick way to speed it up. What you could do possibly is to do a mobile defense fissure or a mobile defense Kuva mission, like a Kuva siphon or something, just so you don't feel like you're completely wasting your time running a mission that takes way too long for what you're getting for it. Because mobile defense doesn't really have any like special rewards with it. It's just a long mission type, guys. So I recommend maybe do a relic mission or something like that, just to get some bang for your time. All right, let's move on to the next weekly. So that is to complete 1 sortie mission. So the way you do the sortie and get that unlocked is you actually have to complete the War Within quest, which is a main story quest. After that's been completed, the daily sortie mission is unlocked to you. It is a set of 3 missions that become increasingly more difficult with special modifiers and high-level enemies. There's a very good reward table there where you can get 4,000 endo, a Riven mod. There's tons of things like that in the reward table for these sorties, guys. I definitely recommend that every player unlock sorties and farm them for a little bit. You don't have to farm them every day, but if you want to get Riven mods, guys, you need to get the sorties for sure. And yeah, there's also an Elite Weekly this week called Complete a Sortie with a Friend or Clanmate. So if you are doing a sortie this week for these challenges, make sure you do one with a clanmate or a friend. I believe you only needed the 3rd mission with a friend. The first and the second one, I don't think those really count or matter. But if you just want to be safe, maybe do all 3. Yeah, pretty straightforward. If you're in public matchmaking and you find a squad, maybe tell them, like, hey, I'm trying to do this challenge. You guys want to, like, accept my friend request so we can just complete these all and get the Nightwave XP? Because if you do both of these at the same time, the complete a sortie with a friend and complete the sortie overall, that's 8,000 Nightwave rep from 1 sortie, guys. So that's pretty good. Yeah, that's what I'm recommend to you. If you're in public matchmaking, try to add somebody. Next weekly we have, so like basically that sortie specialist one, I combined it with the sortie with friends. These two, they can basically just be done at the same time. We'll move on to the Venus Bounty Hunter, which is complete 8 bounties in the Orb Valis, so Fortuna. And my suggestion for this is that if you do not have the Prophet Taker unlocked, which is behind rank 5 Solaris United, you can actually just do the lowest level bounty on Fortuna. So it's like the 3-step one. Speedrun that 8 times. I know it sounds awful because it kind of is awful. But if you don't have access to Prophet Taker Stage 2, which is like a 2-minute mission that does count for this, just do a low-level bounty. But if you do have access to Prophet Taker Stage 2, just run Prophet Taker Stage 2 8 times. It should take you like under 20 minutes to do that, guys. So that's really nice for people that have that unlocked. And you're going to need that stuff unlocked because there's an actual weekly this week, Elite Weekly, that requires you to fight the Prophet Taker. So let's keep moving on. We'll get to that eventually. So we have another weekly called Venus Fisher. There's a lot of Venus challenges this week, aka Fortuna. So for this one, catch 6 rare servo fish. Tromazons, or Tromizons, and Longwinders are my preferred fish for this. So Tromizons are they're like super long fish, and they appear during the cold weather. And that is in the inland water near Transit Depot. There's like a ship in the water. I usually go fishing on top of that crashed ship in the water. If you're trying to catch longwinders, I usually just go right outside the door of the Fortuna. Right there, there's like a rock that you can jump onto. But keep in mind, longwinders are only available during warm weather, which is a pretty short period of time. So Tromizons will be easier to catch, guys. But yeah, you don't need bait to catch these. But bait will definitely make this much easier for you because it ups the spawn rate of these fish by a ton, guys. So definitely going to recommend bait. Buy it from the business for some reputation. And you'll have this done in probably like under 5 minutes. If you use bait, you'll definitely be done in under 5 minutes. Keep in mind that resource boosters, the orange ones, they'll give you 2 fish per catch, and that does count for this. So you'll catch that, and you'll get this challenge done in 3 fish. But like 6 is fine too if you don't want to buy a booster or anything like that. But yeah, that's basically it. If you know how to go fishing on the Orb Valis, you're gonna be good here. There is also the Stunna fishing spear, which stuns all the fish near the fish that you initially caught. So that's also very powerful if you have that. Highly recommend that one. And just moving on with these Venus challenges, guys, we also have a Venus mining challenge to get 6 rare gems or ore in the Orb Valis, aka Fortuna. So basically, you can get this done in 1 cave very easily. Make sure you have the Sun Point mining tool. And yeah, you can get both the red and the blue veins in that cave. Since it's gems or ore, they both count. So yeah, just use a resource drop chance booster if you want to. That will make it even easier. But yeah, 1 cave, in and out, should be pretty fast, guys. Definitely not too difficult on that one if you've gone mining before. So now we're moving on to our first Elite Weekly, and I actually completed this Elite Weekly before I made this video because I wanted to confirm that something does work, and I did confirm it does work, so we have some good suggestions for you today, guys. So this Elite Weekly is Silent Eliminator, I believe it's called. You need to do an exterminate mission with what it says do not be detected. So when I initially did this like a month or two ago, I thought you had to be invisible the entire time, no enemy saw you or anything. What this challenge actually means, guys, is don't set off any alarms. That's what it actually wants you to do. It doesn't say that in the description, but you actually just need to not set off any alarms in the Exterminate mission. So we can actually kind of cheese this if we do the specific node in the Void called Oxymoko. So the thing about the Void, guys, is they have no alarms they can set off. So you can literally just do the Void Oxymoko mission as normal because it's a level 30 or higher Exterminate mission and there are no alarms. So I literally just did this with Mesa earlier. I jumped into the Void Oxymoko mission and just cleared it out normally. Used my Mesa guns. The Stalker even appeared. The Stalker came. It didn't count as me getting detected. Like, it literally was like completely free challenge. Very easy 5k rep right there if you do Void Oxymoko. If you're not going to do the Void method, good luck. Just use an invisibility Warframe on a high level planet, and just, if someone's about to set off the alarms, make sure you kill them before they get to the alarms, because if the alarms go off, it's not going to count. So yeah, definitely do recommend Void Oxymoko though. I did confirm earlier today it does work because there are no alarms. Alright, and let's move on to the challenge that probably no one will be able to do. Or not nobody, but a lot of people won't be able to do. That's the final Elite Weekly. It's called Kill the Profit Taker with Friends. So not only do you need to have access to the Profit Taker mission to complete this bounty, you also need to have a clanmate or a friend who wants to run it with you as well. So, yeah. Lock behind rank 5 Slayers United to even get access to these Profit Taker heists. But do keep in mind, there is matchmaking for this activity. So if you jump into a matchmade activity for the Profit Taker boss fight, maybe just use the same method we were talking about earlier with the other With Friends mission. Let them know in the clan or in the squad chat, like, hey guys, there's a Nightwave challenge. Anyone want to accept my friend request so I can just get this done? If you don't want to be my friend, I can just delete you after this. I just want my Nightwave rep, okay? I think someone should be willing to do that as long as there's reasonable people in matchmaking. So yeah, definitely try that out to add somebody if you are rank 5 Slayers United. If you're not rank 5 Slayers United, I wouldn't stress out over grinding your butt off to get rank 5 before the end of the week. There's really not much time left in Nightwave anyway, so if you're like racing to get the Umbra Forma, guys, you only got like 10 ranks left-ish anyway, so yeah. Although, if you are trying to race for the Umbra Forma, I really hope you can get to rank 5 at the end of the week, because that's a big roadblock here, and they know that that's a roadblock, so yikes. Yeah, I hope this doesn't really screw anybody over, guys. I really do feel for you if it does. But yeah, that's the final challenge, guys. I do have a couple videos on how to do the Profit Taker. I do recommend a tanky frame or an invisibility frame, mostly like tanky or healing and stuff like that. DPS, it's the Profit Taker. It's been out for like 3 or 4 months now. It's been out for like more like 5 months at this point. It's pretty simple for people that can do it, but yeah, the hardest part about the Profit Taker is unlocking it in the first place, guys. So yeah, let's quickly go over the cred offerings before we end the video. I did already show the aura mods we have, but we have some pretty good helmets this week as well. So yeah, we got the Excalibur Mordred helmet, one of my favorite Excalibur helmets. This does work on Umbra as well. Amazing helmet. We have the Nezha Jinza helmet. See, I don't use this one as much anymore because I have the Nezha Deluxe, but I do like this helmet still. I think it looks nice. And if you don't have Nezha Deluxe, I mean, even if you do have Nezha Deluxe, you could use it on Nezha Deluxe. I personally don't. Starin Hemlock helmet. I think you can pass on this one. I used to really like this one, but as far as like comparing it to Tenogen nowadays, Tenogen just destroys that. Let's see what else we got here. I do like this Nyx helmet, although there's a Nyx Deluxe coming out soon, guys, so Nyx Deluxe will probably destroy this as far as looks go. But this is a pretty nice one, I think. And then we got the Limbo Magrite helmet. So he actually, when he does his idle animation, he actually pulls the top of this off, like a hat. So that's pretty fun. But basically all of Limbo's helmets do that already, so it's nothing special. We have, I mean, we don't really have many other good helmets. We have the Gara Virago helmet, which is the only helmet that Gara has available that's not a Tenogen helmet, so definitely get this if you like Gara. I do personally use that one. I think it looks nice. And this Ivara helmet is mostly for Robin Hood cosplay, because you can make a really good Robin Hood look with this helmet, and Ivara is like a Archer Warframe, so it makes perfect sense that she has some Robin Hood cosplay. And yeah, as far as that, I mean, there's a Wukong helmet I do like, but then again, like, who's really playing Wukong? And yeah, guys, the weapons that they have today are completely trash. So as long as you have the mastery out of these, don't even bother. Use all your wolf creds on these and sell them maybe. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope this video was helpful to you. You're going to have about 2 more weeks of these. And just a reminder, guys, I will be continuing this series with the new Nightwave season. So whatever the new Nightwave season is, we will be having videos just like this every Sunday night, about like a half hour, an hour after the challenges come out. So make sure that anyone who looks like wants these kind of videos, let them know about the channel, let them know about these videos, because I think they are useful. I actually will check my own videos sometimes. I'm like, oh yeah, what did I recommend for that? Oh yeah, that's the strat. Okay, that's what I do. And yeah, I really do think that the next Nightwave season will be even better, guys. I think DE will take some feedback and hopefully improve some things, because I know it's not for everybody. A lot of people have told me that they feel like Nightwave is too based around people that have an excess of free time, and that they don't feel like they don't have enough time in a week to do these challenges. And I can't say I completely disagree with them, as this fish clips through my fish tank. DE definitely has some things to improve on, although I am kind of happy with some of the changes they made to the revive system. Okay, so the revive system and arbitrations. But that's a whole other story. They changed most of the bugs and fixed most of the bugs, so I'm pretty happy with those. But yeah, I will see you guys in another video. Sorry about the rambling. I will see you hopefully this week with some interesting stuff, and you guys have a nice time. Don't get Endgame spoiled for you, because it was a really good movie, and I will see you next time, guys. Peace.